Hey, what's going on, everybody? Alright, so I'm messing with the pattern on this Cobra after talking to Justin Perez yesterday about bagging with soft mesh. And the pattern before had two doubles, and he was worried about my pockets. He said they should bag, especially in bad weather, because he lives in Chicago, he's a player, he knows these things. Since I live in Colorado and we have like 360 days of sun, or at least some sun. Like, we only have like 5 days in Colorado where there's no sun. Like, when it snows, the snow like melts like a day later, unless you're in the mountains. Then it just sticks around. And sometimes I guess we'll have like maybe 3 days of snow, but within there's always sunshine. Anyway, Colorado's awesome. But what I was saying is, Justin Perez is pretty cool too, for suggesting that I change up my pattern. So before I had doubles and it could bag high. Um, and the reason for that is this diamond is not like planted anywhere. None of these diamonds are. All four of these are singles and they're just floating around. So what that allows it to do, and if you use it correctly, it's not that bad, but it allows them all to bunch forward or backward depending on which way you push your pocket. And when you're throwing, the ball's natural momentum is going to pull it high because you're shooting and the centrifugal force pulls it outward. So naturally it's going to push high, and in bad weather that's amplified or something, so it just pulls it even higher, and that's what causes bagging. And then you throw into the ground because it's bagging up here and it hits your shooters just like a wall. And actually I might still have to play with this pattern to make it better, but I think also, like, controlling your shooters. I think you can, like right now they're really loose, and it's my theory that if you just stiffen them up, you're kind of forming that wall, you're reinforcing it, and it doesn't allow bagging then. So I think shooters have a big deal, or play a big part in whip and bagging in bad weather. So if you got bagging going on, I think just make sure your shooters are tight and tighten them up. But another thing you can do is attach that double. Change your doubles to 1 knots or 1 interlocks. Like right now, my whole pattern was done with knots. So changing these to 1 knots just like firms up this section. So when they're able to slide, this whole section slides forward. But when you firm it down, this whole section firms up. I think it holds the shape a little better. So I did 1 interlock, and like I said, now this whole section's kind of firmed up a little bit. It's still able to push up. Like, I'm pretty excited to mess with this side and change that pattern, because this one just, like, the channel looks nicer. I feel like it's going to be a lot nicer. This is the redone side, and all I did, like I said, instead of doing a double, like right here, I just made it a 1 interlock. So I'm just moving and firming up that knot, just holding it right where I want it. This one too, it'll go right there. So all you're doing is connecting that diamond with a knot to the sidewall, firms it all up, gives it a little better channel in your pocket. Like, this is where I wanted my pocket placed, and with doubles, like, it is placed there. Whoops. See, even though this side has doubles, it still holds the same pocket shape somewhat. But because they're doubles, they can shift upwards. See how that side's lumpy and this side's not? That's because the doubles allow this side to lump or shift forward. So that's the difference between doubles and 1 interlocks, 1i's, or 1k's.